Hello, everybody. Welcome to an update. So, I wanted to go into detail of the latest dev patch 8705 for Grand Tactician. It was released yesterday while I was in the middle of recording, and it was a welcome but unexpected surprise. So, let's just jump in and discuss what is going to come to the public soon. So, right off the bat, for campaigns, we have AI construction of banks removed, so only the player can construct banks for financials. I'm not sure if they'll bring that back, but whatever. They fixed backwash of disintegrated fleets stay on map and appear pink, so a graphical issue. They fixed low/none casualties in garrison battles with only one artillery battery as defender. They have also fixed fleets are sending attached ships permanently to harbor when located close to a harbor. Group movement speed now takes into account the speed of attached units. Recovering morale on enemy soil now slower. Casualties on enemy soil result in higher loss of state support. So that'll play a good impact in a player campaign. They rebalanced CSA recruiting. I know a lot of people have been complaining about CSA recruitment in their own campaigns playing as the CSA, so we'll see if that fixes it. They added additional cities to map. They fixed UI leaks sometimes led to policies being activated accidentally. That was an issue I witnessed a little bit, but it wasn't a huge nuisance, but that should be fixed now. They fixed influence of politically assigned commander on state support always 0. So now they have a value that affects the state support. They have overhauled unit retreats. This is a big one, especially on the campaign map. The way that units would retreat, or armies I should say, were sometimes a little strange and I guess buggy in a sense. So that should be overhauled. They have fixed fort related issues, transfer construction progress, UI areas. They have fixed transferring units, reset contract dates, so that's interesting. They also allow small AI recruitment pre-war, even if no opponents are close. So as the beginning months of 1861 are building, armies will recruit, even if the brigade sizes are small. They have fixed defensive stance, sometimes not recognized when deployment area is calculated in defense battles. This is a huge one because in my previous videos I've been saying, man, it seems like they're always attacking me or I'm always defending. So now the AI should have a chance to defend while I attack, and you'll see that in the video that I just uploaded the next video that I'm going to upload shows the AI defending. A little bit of tweaking to do on that aspect, but the AI is getting closer to becoming competent. They've changed production focus of companies to get less volatile production figures. They have also fixed Regulars Act, creating troops of strange strength and state origin. So when you initiate the Regulars Act, the brigade should have some sort of normalcy and size to them, rather than what was the one where the one artillery battalion had like 3 guns or something like that, very small, but that should be fixed. They have fixed too high consumption of artillery from reinforcements, issues leading to too many sunken ships in naval battles, and they fixed naval battles not ending although one side has 0 participating ships. I think this is one of the big highlights of this update. They have added 4 random battle maps, and in the new episode coming out, we fight on one of the 4 random battle maps. It's very interesting, and it should give a breath of fresh air compared to how many of the historical maps we have fought on these past couple of months. They have fixed placing telegraph lines leads to permanent exceptions. Damaged... Oh, what's IIP? I remember learning it, but I forget. Shoot. Delivering full supply. Someone in the comments let me know what that is. I cannot remember at this time. But they have rebalanced supply depots, increasing stock too slowly. So supply depots should now have larger stock to reinforce armies after battles, and food and clothing, etc. They have added connection lines from selected unit to connected supply depots. And they have supply animation change for units, not only show connection to supply depot and closest local it was like something. Oh, what is IIP? I'm gonna figure out what it is after I finish this video, and I'm gonna punch myself in the face. They have added emergency AI policies if recruitment or financials are critical. Occupying towns now takes time depending on strength of the occupation force. That's interesting. I didn't see that yesterday. That's going to take another change to the campaign where you can't just walk in through a town and take it. I mean, unless your army is huge, then whatever. They have also fixed newspaper messages popping up after reloading stating Lincoln has lost 1864 elections. That was a big one that people were complaining about. That should be fixed. And enhanced tooltip for goods production lines when opening company panel on map. So overall, a lot of improvements to the campaign map, which is going to eventually get them closer to full release. I think they made a Facebook post saying that they are close to 1.0. Obviously, since they're 87, gain to 1, duh. But this is a great improvement to the game so far, and now they just really have to keep going and improve the battles. So let's discuss the battles aspect of this update. Not a ton of stuff, but it's crucial. So they have fixed loading error when units were inside buildings, resulting in wrong battle and unit data. That was a big one that was an issue for some. I didn't experience this because I don't use buildings, so whatever. Overhauled unit retreats and battles as well. So if the enemy or your own brigades feel overwhelmed or getting killed off, they will withdraw or just, book it out of there. Overhauled melee logics. Units break sooner, fall back, and recover faster. This is a big one that I witnessed yesterday while recording as well. Major improvement with this. A little bit more tweaking, but it's a great improvement nevertheless. They have fixed AI still reacts offensively in defensive battles. This was the other one that I was talking about, where the AI, even if they were supposed to defend, they would march forward and try and take objectives. But again, they fixed it, and now for the first time, I had to launch a full attack against a defending position. They didn't do too great, but it was interesting nevertheless. Really, really good, and the AI is slowly continuing to improve. And then finally, for battles, they fixed assigned battle flag loss when returning to campaign. So apparently when a brigade reaches like 3-star or 4-star, something like that, you can assign a battle flag to that brigade, like a secondary flag, to let you know, oh, this is an elite unit and they have served hard and were rewarded with a flag. So I'm going to have to check my units to see if they have gotten any flags, but so far none that I noticed. But apparently that's been fixed for the campaign. And then finally, some UI layout improvements. Added further game options, UI scaling, zoom speed, lock campaign, map rotation, etc. And we see in the video I just uploaded the improvements to UI. It's gorgeous. Lots of fixes, enlarging, because some people in the community have trouble with eyesight and they could not read the small UI positions on the screen. So they are bigger now and more beautiful, I should say. So that was a really awesome welcome in my recording. And then there's 2 known issues. Campaign zoom speed is named scroll speed in options panel, and sometimes the supply lines of this frickin' thing that I can't remember are sometimes shown in neon colors. So these are all the updates for the 8705 development patch, and they'll probably continue to add more to the list before releasing to the public, because there are some things that still need tweaked, obviously, and don't release a dev patch to the public when there's still some issues with the current updates, especially with retreating and some of the issues with like CSA recruiting and like state support and stuff like that. But these devs are working their rears off trying to get this game to 1.0 and to add new features and stuff after 1.0. So please give them their support, or your support. Give them your support, I should say. They've just non-stop, even through the midst of everyone complaining, negative reviews, immature comments and stuff, they have persevered and are continuing to strive to make this game the best strategy game out there, especially if you love history and are a historian of the Civil War. It is a great game. Highly recommend it. So thanks for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next battlefield. Bye-bye.